it's DragonFeather and welcome back to my channel. On today's episode of the YouTube Pagan Challenge, the question is, what does initiation mean to you? And initiation, I feel like, is so vitally important to a witch and to a Wiccan and to someone who practices magic especially. I feel like people who perform rituals and who try to stay connected with guardians, other spirits in different worlds and realms, and especially with the Fae and dragonkind in my personal experience, I feel like initiation is so key. And I feel like initiation is something that should be performed cyclically or in a cycle every certain time. I think it should be performed maybe once a season at least, just to really initiate yourself as a practitioner of magic, to really kind of build that commitment that you made to your practice. And I feel like it has nothing to do with anyone else but you and what you desire to practice and achieve in your magical path, if you follow a magical path or your spiritual path, whatever it might be. I feel like initiation for me has been really powerful, and I have done many different types of initiations throughout my magical experience, but I feel like it was all the same in the sense that I was pledging myself to my practice. And I feel like that is so essential, to pledge yourself to your practice, because practicing witchcraft especially, it's a lifestyle. It's not like something that you do. It's not a religion. Witchcraft is not a religion. It's a lifestyle and a practice. It's something that you do throughout your day, that you know, certain parts of your life, certain aspect of your life, most of them, if not all of them, are influenced by your practice as a witch or your magical practice and stuff like that. And so pledging yourself to that practice is a great way to really let yourself know and to really kind of like, not necessarily enforce, but I think the word that I'm using is kind of like reinstate like what you wanted to do. And like my first initiation that I ever did for myself, I think might have been when I was 14 or 15, when I was a little witchling just starting out. And I'm 20 now, I'm not 18, I'm 20 now, and I have done different types of initiations ever since then. They haven't been so cyclical as I want them to get, but they're getting better, and I want to do like an initiation ritual like at least once every season. That's what I really am trying to do and trying to achieve, and I'm getting really excited for autumn because, oh my gosh guys, like that's when I'm starting to really start, you know, bringing my A game with like my magic and like really like pushing myself, like how far can I get, what can I achieve, like who will I become when I really embrace magic 110%. Like magic has been a thing in my life for like the past 5 or 6 years, but like I really want to consciously take that step forward and really initiate myself again to this practice that will be a part of my life for the rest of my life. Like I cannot see my life being any different now that I'm a witch. Like I just am. And really kind of taking the initiative to do an initiation for yourself once every season is going to really tie yourself into your practice, is going to not only build your skill of ritual and that particular type of ritual, but it's going to give you a foundation for your magical practice. And that's why I feel like initiation is so vitally important. And initiation is just I feel like something that might be overlooked a lot, and I feel like a lot of people, when they first start out, they don't really know what they're doing, and they're like, I don't know where to start, what do I do? And I really feel like the place to start if you are a new witch or a beginning witch is start with initiation. You want to do this thing, say you've learned all that there is about it, like if you want to be a witch, like learn about what type of witch you want to be. And if you don't know what type of witch you want to be, then meditate on it, figure it out, it will come to you. And once you learn enough, once you're willing to dare, then go ahead and take that initiation as your first ritual. Pledge yourself to this practice and that you're going to do it with all your heart and soul. You're going to see if it works for you, and you're going to make sure that you have done all that you can to make your practice, to make your magical experience and like just lifestyle, I guess, number one and really vitally important to you. And I really just kind of am glad that this is a question on the YouTube Pagan Challenge because I feel like not a lot of people really cover this topic on their own. I know that I've done a few videos on initiation. There's a little bit of a confusion between self-dedication and initiation. Self-dedication I consider is like self-initiation. And I'm not just saying I'm a witch, I'm actually doing a ritual, pledging myself, pledging my energy, my heart, and my soul into my craft. And I don't need anyone else to do that, and you don't need anyone else to do that. However, there's also group initiations where you're like being initiated into a coven or a certain group of magical practitioners, and I've personally never been initiated into a coven like this. I've personally not had that experience. And I feel like these days it's kind of hard to find like a group of practicing witches who want to kind of keep that sort of coven aspect to it and really have a legitimate initiation into their craft. I don't know if any sort of like online covens do initiation type of rituals, or if you can do like a live type of online initiation ritual with like an online coven. I'm not too sure about that, because it's going to be different for like each person involved, and if you're doing it online, then it's going to be a little bit disconnected than if you were there in person with the energies in the same breathing space as your own. So I haven't really had too much experience with like group initiation, even though I do have a coven. We're more of an open circle, like anyone's welcome and you don't need to be initiated into the coven, and I personally like that better. However, eventually I think it would be incredible for me as an as a personal draconic witch. I would love to be initiated into a draconic coven at some point in my life. Like if that ever makes itself possible, or like that opportunity ever presents itself to me, I am taking it 110%, because that just sounds so magical to me and is something that I would love to do. And one of my biggest goals in life is to become a high priestess. It's something that I've wanted ever since I discovered magic at 14, and is something that I've been pursuing ever since. So I really do dream of that one day, and I feel like draconic magic is like really my forte and what I connect with the most, and so being initiated into a draconic practice would be really powerful in my experience. But it might be totally different for you, you know? So it's really going to depend on the individual, but initiation I feel is so important and is the first step to take when you really want to be dedicated to a particular magical practice or whatever path, spiritual thing that you're following. You know, be it Wicca or whatever. Like, witchcraft for me especially, I feel like has kind of like taken more of a priority in my day-to-day life, just because I feel like the witchcraft aspect of Wicca is like the lifestyle behind Wicca. That's a personal perspective and opinion from, you know, being a Wiccan, practicing as Wicca, but Wicca is very personalized, and you can personalize it however you want, as I really feel like any religion, spiritual practice should be, because we're all individuals and we're all going to have something unique. But it's just been really kind of, I want to say, functional. Like for me, like the witchcraft Wiccan aspect of it has been really functional and like really, there's a word, I'm missing the word, but like it's so integrated. It's been very easily integrated into my lifestyle because I was very naturally witchy ever since I could remember, and really taking like the extra step to initiate yourself into your particular magical craft or into your particular spiritual path or faith, I feel like is vitally important and is a great thing to do periodically to remind ourselves who we are and what we want to achieve. So that's what I kind of feel like with today's topic and how initiation and how I feel about it. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them down below and let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate you guys watching my videos. It really does mean the world to me because making videos is my passion and magic is my passion, and so putting them together is just something that I love to do. So thank you guys so much for watching this video if you made it to the end. But until next time, stay geeky, cheeky, and freaky little hatchlings. Blessed be and bye.
Hey hatchlings, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment telling me why, and subscribe to see what I'll post next. If you love my content, please become a sponsor over at Patreon. It helps keep the channel going so I can post awesome videos for you guys. All the links will be down below. But until next time, stay geeky, cheeky, and freaky little hatchlings. Blessed be and peace!